Recently, I shut down the media department and sacked everybody. I went live on Global Prayer Watch. It was keeping for 45 minutes. Nobody had the intelligence to say, please, we are sorry for the break in transmission. We will be back shortly. Nobody. All of them were there speaking in tongues. I say, you are all sacked. Now, there's nobody in that unit that earns less than 100,000. Meanwhile, they came as volunteers. But I say they are young people. I will put them on salary. Some earn 250,000. Some earn 200,000. Some earn 100,000. But they can't manage. Now, we have 4 video editors. 4. Every week, I stream live on Tuesday and Sunday. So you are not editing anything. All they do within the week is to make video clips. Guess what? They complain that the work is much. The work is much. I said, maybe you should try a bank. By the time you go to a bank and they say, what we have is marketing job, and they start you off with 120,000 or 100,000. Out of that 100,000 or 150,000, you will pay house rent. You will go to work every day 7:30. You will close by 5. And if you don't bring certain customers, maybe your head will open. Maybe you should try the army. Find out how much they pay those soldiers who are fighting war. You can't sit on top laptop. Recently, somebody said he was drinking tea, and the tea poured on an Alienware laptop. And the motherboard got burnt. And he expected that because his church, when he comes and say, he approached me, he prepared a speech. Apostle, I'm so sorry. It's highly regrettable. I take responsibility. I said, what do you mean by take responsibility? Do you know the meaning of I take responsibility? That means you will pay for it. Do you have the money? He doesn't have the money. His salary is 120. His job is just to upload video content. But he's destroying a laptop worth almost 3 million because he was taking tea on duty. That in itself is a sanctionable offense. You are not an owner of a business. Who told you can take tea on duty? But it's church. When you now take action, before you know, they'll go online. All these churches are using people. I have more than 50 staff. So I'm talking to you from experience. Laxity. When you are even training them, some of them are frowning. I mean, this work we are doing, you don't appreciate it. I have more staff than a bank. I had to sack them. I told them to reapply. They are all on probation for 2 months without pay. If you are tired, go. I would rather outsource the media to a media company. Catherine Kuhlman was using media company. It won't affect my anointing, sir. I do apostolic invasion. I hire out my media. I come with fire. And I won't spend as much as I'm spending. We are not ready. Go to your churches. Any church you know, check the staff. Bankers are more disciplined than them. Soldiers are more disciplined than them. Doctors are more disciplined than them. But we want to change society. Do you know when they come to work? 9 o'clock. Anytime we become serious, they reduce it to 8:30. Now, when they come to work by 9, they pray in tongues for 1 hour. Then they start working by 10. And they go for break. Is it 1 or 2? And when they come back from break by 3, they relax and go home. I asked them, I said, do you know any primary school where they resume work by 8:30? Even my son's school, when you go to drop them by 8, you are late. Primary school staff come to work before 8. But somebody is working in a global church organization. He wants to stroll to work by 8:30. And some of them are applying. People on 250,000 naira salary are applying to work remotely because transport is hard. They can't enter along. When you ask them how much is transport, they say 8,000 because they want to use Uber to come to work. We have not reached the level of Uber. Wake up by 6:30. Go and get along. Enter 3 buses. 3 along. Get to work by 7:30. If you do it, they say, you are being hard. You are being hard. But if this is the training you receive, which bank will take you? Which army will take you? That's why we can't impact society. We are quoting scriptures, but we are not translating it to impact. See, people should come to church and go to the office and become better staff because of what they heard. They should call you the best bank staff of the year. And when they ask you why, you say the Bible said, whatever you do, do as unto the Lord. So I'm not working for your bank. I'm working for Jesus. You should be the example. But guess what we want? I have a query. Please, Pastor, Professor, let this query, let it be withdrawn. Let nothing happen to me. No, that query will stand. There's something you have not learned from the pulpit. You will learn from the office. We are wasting God's people. No dignity of labor. When you give people work in the days of our fathers, they are honored. So you find me worthy to handle this responsibility. It means more grace has been given to me. Today you give people work, they murmur. Somebody showed up. He didn't have anything to do. I said, put him, Pastor Sonny, put him on salary. Pay him so and so. He started it. The director said, I want to add this responsibility. He started murmuring. That's not my job description. I said, what job description? Which credential did you bring here? But we come to church, we receive prophecy, we receive miracle. We think we can change society with miracles. That's the deception. So you find Christian bankers failing, Christian lawyers failing, Christian soldiers failing on duty. Because they think if they get into problem, we'll prophesy them out. By miracle, they'll be promoted. Meanwhile, they don't pass their KPIs. They keep falling short. But they want promotion. It's a failed gospel. How can a Christian doctor forget surgical blade in somebody's stomach? When they want to query him, he's coming for night vigil. Please, I don't want to lose my job. Father, you delivered Peter from the prison. You delivered Daniel from the lion's den. Why was Peter in prison? Did he forget surgical blade in somebody's stomach? When we preach the gospel, there will be economic growth because men will become productive. There will be reduction in laziness and poor attitude to work. When we preach the gospel, there will be strong work ethic. You come to your job. You come before everybody. You work more than everybody. You meet all your KPIs. And they will ask, why? You say, I'm a Christian. When I'm working, I believe Jesus is supervising me. My character is on the line. My integrity is at stake. I have integrity. I have character. I walk like God. God created the work in 6 days. You can't meet any target. You always come with complaint. And when they talk, you say, we have God's nature. We are taking over. Dominion is our heritage. That's why everything has become rhymes. No tangible proofs